Well, hello to all of my fellow dreamaholics, friends, family, and colleagues all over the planet. If you're getting this message, it's because you're in my email list, and I wanted to make certain that I had a chance to reach out and connect with all of you. And just to say, we're getting ready. Well, I'm in Toronto, Canada, and our New Year's is going to be here in just about 6 hours or so. And it's a very exciting time. And I wanted to first start out by just saying thank you so very much to all of you who have been supportive of my programs for this year with My Dreams Work, for the Game Changer, Beating Procrastination, the different programs that we've been running over this year. It has been a remarkable year. Tremendous breakthroughs for a lot of people getting past procrastination and their internal fear barriers, people monetizing their passions, taking their business to the next level, improving their relationships with their spouses or their children, and or the significant other, people getting into great physical health and condition, people improving their spiritual lives. It has been one awesome year. Really, it's been great, and I am so grateful. You have no idea. It's been awesome, and I'm looking forward to many more great things in 2014. I would just share that I know that there are some people who had a fantastic year this year. There's some people who had an okay year, and there's some people who had a very challenging year, a very tough year, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter which one of those you fall into at this point. Why? Because the past is the past. It's over. And it's all about, what do you want to create tomorrow? What do you want to create today? What do you want to build now? And it's, if you've had a tough year or had a lot of challenges, the beauty is knowing that in every single moment that we're blessed with, you can always turn it around. I've seen it happen with countless people this year where they were having huge difficulties, financial crises, personal life crises, health crises, and people have been nursed back to health, people who have regained the strength in their families, and people who have taken charge of their financial futures. It's been remarkable to be a part of that process. So it's possible and available for everybody. If you've had a mediocre year, well, what would it take to have a great year? Because what would you really have to do and to make it a powerful and incredible year, one where you can be fully expressed and create everything you ever want, create the reality that you've always wanted and deserve. For the people who've had a fantastic, unbelievably oh my God kind of year, for those people, what can we do to take it to the next level? No matter where we're at, there's always room for improvement. And, it's one of those things where every day that we're blessed with is an opportunity to do that. As we are here a couple of hours before that bell gets rung to ring in 2014 here in Toronto, I just want to say to you that you don't have to wait till midnight on January 31st or whenever your New Year's happens to be, but depending on your culture. We don't have to wait till that date to make a resolution. A resolution is simply a decision. It's a decision to do something. Part of the problem is that when we state resolutions, a lot of us, it's more like we're stating our preference of something we'd like to see happen as opposed to something that we're actually committed to doing. What's the difference between the two? Well, one is marriage and one is dating. You know what I'm saying? So dating, okay, you're flirting with the idea. It's kind of nice, let's see what happens. If it happens, great. If things don't happen, no big deal. Marriage, whole different world, right? Like this, and at least it's supposed to be, right? So the idea behind marriage is that this is the commitment to the end. And you're married to that concept, married to that idea, and for whatever area of life that matters most to you. Does that make sense? So I would like for us to get out of the dating world and get into the marriage world. Marriage to that picture that you have in your mind. And when you say, yes, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to make this happen. So create the environment that supports making that reality come into reality. So if you know you got bad habits and you're a person who doesn't tend to follow through, then that may mean you need to put some support mechanisms. So ideally, maybe have a friend that you can have like a workout buddy, somebody who can support you as you're going through your process, right? Somebody can hold you accountable. Like tell somebody who you would just about want to die before letting your words fail, because you just wouldn't, because it would be too embarrassing not to follow through and make it happen. Whatever it takes to get the leverage. For some people, it's going to be more of a passion-oriented thing where you have your pictures pictures of the images of the things that you want. Have visual cues and reminders throughout your house on your as your screensaver on your computer. Reminders in your cell phone that pop up. Whatever it happens to be, you want to have your environment support whatever it is that you have in mind to create. When you have those things in place, you've got the right mindset, and you've actually made the decision that this is going to happen, and this is how it's going to be, and this is where I'm going, the odds of you actually falling through are a lot higher. How do I know? Because I've helped a lot of people break through barriers this year, a lot. And there are people who never thought, because they've been through all types of different programs, and it didn't happen. But this time, it did. Like this, and more power to you. So it's all about making that decision. Let's make 2014 the greatest year we have ever experienced. I'll just close on this and say that, I've been to, I think in this last year, I think it's been about 8 funerals. Yeah, I guess, which is more funerals than I've ever been to in one year. And by the way, if you have somebody that you've lost, our heartfelt condolences and our prayers and our thoughts are with you and your families. It's a tough thing, really, really tough. And but the thing about these deaths and these funerals, but when I went to them, it just reminded me that my time is coming up as well, just like yours is. And the thing about it is, none of us know when our time is going to be up. We take a lot for granted, and we tend to believe that we always will have tomorrow to make something better, tomorrow to make something happen. And the truth of the matter is that tonight isn't even really promised. All you have is the moment. All you have is now. And I want to encourage us to not to wait until some tragedy occurs before we take action. It doesn't have to be that way. Why can't we do it when we have the health, we've got the strength, and we've got the ability and the resources to make it happen now? Don't wait. Don't put it off. Let's go. All areas of life that matter most to you, let's make a commitment to work on, even if it's just one at a time to start, just to start chipping away. To start improving that area. Because if you improve by 1% a day, that's 100% in 100 days, right? That's a big, it could change your life in huge ways. So I just want to encourage all of you, I guess, as I encourage also myself, to take things to the next level, to recommit to that, maybe renew those vows, like this in 2014. And let's go after our dreams with a new sense of energy, a new sense of vigor, and let's make certain that it's not the sugar rush idea and the flirtation. It's actually, you know what, I'm going to do it. This is the year. Let's go. Let's put the mechanisms in place that can support that decision and go out there and make it happen. So with that said, love you guys. It's an honor to serve, and and I'm looking forward to working with many of you and seeing you out at the events that we've got coming up in the new year. We got a lot of great things coming. The book's finally coming. Yes, some of you have been asking, "Noel, when's the book coming out, man? When's the book?" It's coming out. We're looking at releasing at the end of March, 2014. For There Is No Tomorrow: The Ultimate Guide to Beating Procrastination. So we're very excited about that, and I hope you're super excited about the goals that you set for 2014 and being able to impact the lives, and however you do that, and whatever you see fit that gives you joy. So with that, I want to say thank you for everything. Love you. Have a powerful, safe, and happy New Year.